Hey, what's up, guys? So, definitely didn't plan on getting another car, but I ended up with another car. So, yeah, I'm not incredibly fond of these cars either. I've put a few together, so I kind of know what I'm doing. But yeah, when somebody offers you an E46 330i for 200 bucks, how are you supposed to say no? So, a friend of mine had a friend who had a storage unit who he was getting removed from, and this guy has some S14s, an R30 Skyline, a couple other things. I think that one of the kookies is JZ swapped, another one's SR swapped. Either way, he's getting removed from his unit and he had to get rid of this stuff. And he paid me to come over and help him figure out what was going on with this car. And in the time I was there, I found out that he had his starter hot wired to the battery. And then on BMWs, there's two communication lines that go on the starter, one for the ECU and one for the ignition switch. So I hooked those up and got it to crank off key. Now when it cranked off key, it cranked very hesitantly and it wouldn't turn over. Now I pulled out the spark plug and I got shocked really hard, so clearly there's spark. So I moved on from there and I had to go to my real job, so I didn't have time to keep working on it. Well, that was on Friday and he had to be out by Sunday. So Sunday morning he texted me. He asked me if I wanted to come get it. So I got it, I brought it home, and took me about 2 hours, and well, I got it to do more than it's ever done before for him. So let me just set up my camera and show you guys real quick, and then I'm gonna continue to wrap this car up because it has everything to make it a daily driver again. It just has to be put back. So yeah, I'm gonna show you where we're at, and then I'm probably gonna time lapse and continue putting this thing together. So that's where we're at right now. As you can hear, it's got some upgraded exhaust components. So we've got the OEM headers that have the cats on them removed, and we got some catless headers on there. So it sounds really, really nice. And it starts up, kind of. I'm guessing that the BMW is probably one of those engines that runs off of alternator signal as well as, you know, everything else. So because there's not a belt on there, I doubt it's able to stay started. So I think we might have the belt, might not have the belt, might have to go out and grab one of those. But I got all the main important stuff, which is like the radiator and the AC condenser and the headlights and all the stuff to make it a car again. So yeah, I'm going to get to that and start putting as much of it as I can together. And we'll see how far I can get, because this car came with boxes. I already took the ones out of the front seat and the back seat, but there's a bunch of stuff here in the trunk. We've got the boxes from the front seat, which got the headlights, and then this looks like stuff from the old M54. And then got this other box from the back seat, which has like covers and got a fuel rail, some heat shield, a manifold, all kinds of stuff for the other M54. But I'll probably end up putting these covers on this one just to complete it. But yeah, so I've got all kinds of stuff here to work with, and I'm gonna start grabbing it and putting it where it goes. The one thing I haven't seen yet is the bipod for the transmission, so I gotta find that. However, that might just be a linkage that swings up and yeah, just goes into place. So we'll see what we can find, and I'll catch up with you guys shortly. Alright, so I'm still out here wrapping this thing up. Have found out that I do need to get a new radiator. The one that it came with has a giant, I don't know what you want to call it, a dent in the fin, so it's leaking stuff everywhere. I did find the bipod for the shifter, so that's in. Feels really good. Even has a nice new shifter knob, so that's pretty sweet. The clutch slave cylinder is blown out, so I definitely need to get a new one of those. But yeah, it's all coming together. So I was looking for some trades, and I spoke to my one buddy. He's got a 2009 G37S, and it's a coupe, and I think it's got 206,000 miles on it, kind of high, but you know, those engines are the VQ37 VHR, and they're a lot stronger than you know, your typical DE or Rev Up or even 3.5 HR. And yeah, so he had this car, and he started getting a misfire on cylinder 3 and 5, and it started running extremely rich. From personal experience, my guess would be that it skipped time, which is a common thing for those engines to do. So basically, he needs a vehicle that runs and drives and gets him from point A to point B, and his skip timing G37 isn't doing that. So it looks like I might be trading this car for a G37. You know, then I'll have to fix that. But you know, it's a pretty good come up, I'd say, for getting this car for 200 bucks and then fixing it and sending it on its way, you know what I mean? So you know, if I have anybody on here from the days when the E46 was here, I do apologize that I'm getting rid of such a nice car, but I'm just not a big BMW guy. It's just not my thing. Maybe someday, but not right now. So yeah, that's where we're at with this car at the moment. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. I want to try to get the content flowing out consistently. What in the world? Huh. So it looks like this tray right here broke, and somebody tried to glue it. Ew, there is stuff all over the place in there. But yeah, like I was saying, I want to try to pump out content to you guys as much as I can, but I got a job over at Kashad's shop, so you know, I work every day, so it makes it a little bit harder, but I still am doing things that I can make content on. It's just a matter of slowing down and making the content, you know what I mean? It's easier to just kind of do it without a camera, but yeah, you know, that's the whole reason I'm doing this, so I can create content for you guys and then try to build cooler projects and build my way up and get to the point where I can, you know, do this for customers or have a shop and do it, or etc. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. BMW is gonna be here and then gone. It's not gonna last very long on the channel. We might get one more video on it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe. Yeah, see you guys in the next one.